my friends, followers, subscribers, and stalkers. If you're here, welcome. This is my channel where I do lots of makeup looks, some practical, some not so practical. Today I am just gonna do my really everyday go-to basic makeup look. So I start out with some craft stick glue, some Elmer stick glue, just like the drag queens taught me. And you have to lick it. That's an important piece as well. Gotta get it a little bit wet. Anyways, I go over one entire eyebrow a few times, and then I take my little, I don't know what you would call this brush, my eyebrow blending brush thing. This one's Anastasia Beverly Hills, I think. But it's so old that all of the text washed off the brush. Anyways, I just fan out my glued down eyebrow, and then I sort of carve it into the shape that I want it to be in. And I know that straight brows are like in right now, and my brows are kind of straight naturally. There's not a whole lot of arch here, but I like to add the arch in. But when I'm doing like really dramatic looks, I love that straight brow look, honestly. I also have very full brows, so I don't need to fill them in, but I do. Because I'm still self-conscious. Anyways, I just glue it and then fan it out like a crazy person. What if I just left it? Kind of a look, I don't know. And then I just carve it to the shape that I want, maybe. We have to remember throughout this process that they're sisters, not twins. Possibly cousins. They don't have to look identical. They just have to look similar. Sometimes I struggle with this part. I've been doing my eyebrows for since 2013. Oh my gosh, that's 10 years. I've been doing makeup for a long time. But my eyebrows for the past 10 years, so I feel like maybe I kind of know what I'm doing. I like my eyebrows. I get lots of compliments on my eyebrows. I also use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. I also really like, if you don't want to spend money on this one, I totally get it. e.l.f. has a really good knockoff brand that I love. Where did I just put that brush? Okay, so then I'm just going to use the other side of the brush. And I squirted some water in here. You'd never want to start her off wet, guys. Or dry. You always want to start it off wet. Okay. And then I just dump the water out onto my bedroom floor. See how everyone's so creative? And then in that wet spot, I get a whole bunch and then I scrape it off on the edges so it's like a super flat brush again. And then I outline my brow. Both the top and the bottom. And that was a lot of product right there, but it's okay, we'll figure it out. And then I just fill in that whole space. All those gaps that I'm insecure about. We just fill them in. So the difference. And sometimes I just go with this too. That's totally fine. I almost did today, but I kind of wanted to do, this is like the most extra my like go-to natural everyday makeup is. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, and then I just sort of blend it right up until there are no more hairs to get that really like dark, heavy gradient look. Those 2017 Instagram brows, I'm still all about that here. Anyways, more product. Again, I just scrape it off on the sides. And then I go into the other brow. I need more product though. All right, I feel like that worked out. It's harder to do it for a camera than it is for myself because I'm much further away from my mirror, but okay. Those look pretty good, pretty okay. And then I take some concealer. This is Neutrogena. I love them. Skin Clearing Complexion Perfector in Fair 10. Because I'm white as hell. It's also really old. It still says new on it. I don't know when they started making this. Anyways, I don't get a lot of product. And I put it on a flat brush, just like a little dab of it. And I just dot it underneath my brow. And then I pick it up with this flat brush and I go in and I sort of just like stamp it and then kind of drag it to make sure I'm getting it right where it needs to be. And I'm just highlighting the underside of my brow right now. And then I pull all the product down with the brush to try and blend it into my skin. And I go over the top of my brow too, just with the product that's still on the brush. And blend it out with my finger. Nothing fancy. Sometimes it like will stick to the glue right here. It's not perfect. But I mean, unless you're coming this close to my face, I feel like you're not gonna know that. Makeup isn't perfect. You still have pores, you still have texture. The filters are a lie. Anyways, gonna grab a little bit more for the other brow. And sorry, adolescence. I'm 26. Blend out with your finger again on the other side. And then just to make sure that I don't have like, sometimes my fiance says I have like this unibrow thing because I didn't put any makeup there. Anyways, I'm just gonna make sure we don't have one of those right now. Really make sure we blend that concealer in the corners. But it's okay, because even if I did, I'm gonna go in with some foundation now. I don't really need foundation today. My skin is pretty clear, but like I said, it's gonna be a little bit of an extra face. So this is the Matte Poreless Fit Me foundation by Maybelline, which is just a drugstore foundation. I like it. If it would just come out of the bottle. I need one of the pumps, and I know they come in pumps, but I feel like you don't get all the product out when you use those. And I just put that all over. I don't use a lot. I try not to use a lot. Because again, I don't really need the foundation, but the underneath of my eyes are pretty dark and baggy, so I like to cover that up. See what I mean? What is that? What is that? What is that? Okay. Really make sure to get the crease of your nose. I know my nose is like kind of sunburnt. It always is. I work outside. And then I blend it with this little silicone sponge. I like this silicone one because I don't really have to get a new one. I just wash this one. And it doesn't absorb the product like the other sponges do. Blend it into your chin, into your neck, always. I am wearing a headband. Let me just pop that back so you can see my 6 head right quick. Just so I can blend up here too. I usually add product to my forehead, but I don't know. It's blending really well, and I don't want a lot of product on my headband, so. Just make sure I get under the eyes, the crevices of the nose, and always blend down your chin. Your, like, into your neck. Always blend into your neck. If high school theater taught me nothing, it was always blend into your neck. Let me fix my headband now because I look like a crazy person. I still kind of look like a crazy person. I'm really pale now. We'll fix that. And then I go out with like a fanned big old foundation brush, and I just blend. You want to blend all the foundation that you blended down your neck, so you don't have weird streaks. Blend your neck, guys. Okay, and then I just kind of want to make sure I don't have like streaks on my face, so I'm just texture. Well, actually, it kind of looks like I don't have texture now. That's what foundation is for. But now I do have eyelashes in my eyeball. So texture in the eyeball is never fun. Okay. Now that we've made ourselves completely white, do I want to go with so I usually do a pink blush, but sometimes I do orange. I want to do orange today. Hang on. Fun fact, I have no actual blush palettes. None. These are my eyeshadow palettes that I've always used as blush. Don't come for me. I'm actually going to use pink and then orange, so it's like a little peachy moment. Anyways, I'm just adding a little bit of pink. I don't want it to be a lot because I'm going to go back in with some orange and I don't want it to be super heavy. I love blush on the nose. I love that that's a trend now. I'm definitely living in the right time. I love putting too much blush on my face and getting stony baloney and playing video games until 2 in the morning. I was definitely born in the right time. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some orange now that we've added that pink to give us a little bit of color to make it look a little sunburnt. Because I love the sunburnt look. And I know I said my nose was a little sunburnt and we covered it up, but everybody disregard how pointless some of the makeup steps are. This is what makes me feel best about my skin. I'm going to add a little to the chin. And then I add like a little heart kind of up here for so that if I look angry, I look like I'm really fuming, you know? Too much blush. I love it. I'll never stop. Okay. I do want to go in with a couple fake freckles. I know that's not everybody's thing. I have a little bit of freckles, but they're not anything beautiful, so I like to pretend. So I go in with an eyebrow pencil, actually. And then like a nude palette. This is a darker nude palette. Well, it was for my skin tone too, but I used that all. It's a very old palette. It's not even a thing anymore. I don't even think they sell this palette anymore. It's Lavish Luxe Cosmetics. Loved the owner of this brand. She was so sweet. So I'm just going in with like the lightest, not this, that's too orangey. I'm going in with like the lightest brown, and I'm just like sort of touching the pencil to it. And then there's no rhyme. Ooh. I just like, there's no rhyme or reason to this. It's all just vibes. You just feel it out. I don't want a lot today. So I like to put some over by my eyes too. And like up here. And then I go in with an even darker brown, like a medium brown. Because if you've ever actually seen somebody with freckles, they are not all the same color. I love the fake freckle trend too. Because I'll never be this beautiful. I'll never have freckles like this. And then that one's too dark for me, so I just go in with my finger and pat it out. And it makes them all a little less. Which is what we're going for. I'm even going to use the darkest brown here and just add like a couple here and there. Okay. Really add them to the tip of your nose. Sell it. You gotta sell it, okay? It doesn't look real, but it looks good enough for me. Eyeliner time. I use a water-activated eyeliner. This is my water-activated liner palette. I actually have a couple. I'm not sponsored by Glisten Cosmetics, but I am in love with them. Okay. So then I have a little dish here that I squirt some water into. Hello? Like no water came out. Okay. Squirt some water into, and then this is the number 3 Glisten Cosmetics brush. It's just a really fine paintbrush, essentially. You can find them in the craft section of any Walmart. Before I do my eyes with eyeliner, I'm going to add more freckles with the brown. because I like to add little star freckles because I think they're super cute. I love adding one. These ones have placements. Hang on. Ooh, it's so hard because I'm not like close to the mirror, and it's such a fine, like, it's a freckle, but it's a star. It's gonna be a wide star. Oh my goodness gracious. We're too far away from the mirror. It's okay. So, because it's water activated eyeliner, I can just take up some of that water here. And make it look like my head's bleeding real quick. It's very pigmented. It's taking a minute to scrub off here. Okay. Okay, we fixed it. And if I really cared that much, I could go back in with foundation and make sure that that spot is perfect and spotless, but I don't care, so. My only plans today are to drive 2 hours to pick up Noodles and Company. So that's what we're doing our face for. Okay, I'm gonna get as close as I can, but still on the camera. My hand is so shaky. Okay. We did it. We did it. Actually, it's fine. It's perfect. It's good. It's gorgeous. I love her. And now I'm going to do one down here. I'm like out of breath. That was really, that was a lot of work. Okay. We're almost there. One more line. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know if I actually touched my face. It looks good. It looks fine. It's not perfect. She's not perfect. We don't have stamps, and that's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to take just a couple more dots of this brown color and add it to my freckles so that the stars look in unison. I like to add one to my chin too because I have an actual freckle right there, but it's not... She's not super dark, so we just throw her back in there. And she's back in the game. She's ready to go. It's so pigmented. Like, I'm just washing off the brush. It's, like, super dark. Anyways, I'm going to clear out my little water dish because now I want to do eyeliner on my eyes. And for that, I'm going to use black. More water, fresh water, clean water. I do want to add a little sparkle moment to my eyes first. Be even more extra. So this is just the Wet n Wild, like, little... Gosh, what are these even called? Color icon. I don't know. It's Vaseline. So I hate that I have them because if you use them on top of, like... eyeshadow, it would just rub your eyeshadow right off. But since we're not doing eyeshadow today, we'll do a little glittery Vaseline moment. Because I love adding glitter. I always have, honestly. In high school, people would be like, you're wearing way too much glitter on your face. And I'd be like, I feel like I'm not, though. I feel like that's a you problem. I feel great. I gotta get the Vaseline off my finger. It's not coming off. My finger is going to be sparkly for the rest of the day. That's okay. Back to the eyeliner. So here's my tiny little Glisten Cosmetics palette. This time I'm gonna go in to the black color, or Cola is their brand name color. I wonder if they'll come out with like an even darker color then. Okay, I just follow like the shape of my eye, or I try to. Like I just flick it out, you know? And sometimes they're way off, like they are today. This one goes up and this one goes out. So that's okay. We can fix that. If I... Maybe I can fix that. Didn't add any water, but... Okay. I hope I don't mess up again, because I only brought the one wet wipe into my room for this. Try again. Now I can kind of see where I was, though, and fix it. Much better. Now they're more even. Okay, and then for the inner eye, there's something in my eye. Excuse me. For the inner eye, I start right where my iris ends. And then just try to connect those two lines. Yeah, and then you fill her in. And then if I want to make the point, you know, more dramatic or sharper, I can. But I like to finish both of them first to make sure they kind of look the same. I like to get like right up like in between my eyelashes. So that's what I was doing, jostling it around back and forth there, but and then I pull it all the way to the inner corner. Because I do like to do a little inner corner moment. I will be doing that today, hopefully. That just sounds difficult so far away from the mirror. Okay. Ooh. I touched my camera on my bed. Excuse me. Okay, from the inner iris. Okay, I feel like they do look pretty even, honestly. Fill it in. Oh, not all the way into the eyeball, just the part that's on your eyelid, folks. Ouch. Okay, and then I'm going to take it all the way to the inner corner as well. Back up, make sure they look the same. This one looks a little longer than this one, so that's all. Okay, and then the inner corner moment. So I just like to try and make an even line. On top of my lid. And then sort of a triangle where the bottom of my lid is. And then I connect them. And this inner corner moment seems huge to me right now, but I'm like so far away from the mirror. We're gonna make it work. If you want to make yours smaller, make yours smaller, you know? We're kind of going for like a bold nude look. Okay, so there's this eye, and then there's this eye. And we'll go in with eyeliner and do the bottom of the eyelid as well. The waterline. That's the word I was looking for. But I kind of want it to sort of line up. So that's what we're doing there. It seems huge to me, but I'm going to add lashes because I love adding lashes, so... This one's feeling a little wonky. Okay. Pull it on top of my waterline there. Okay. That's all for the water activated liner. I do have the tiniest little itty bitty stick liner you've ever seen. I couldn't even tell you what brand it is anymore because the pencil is so small now. I sharpened it all the way down. And I like to do the top of the waterline as well, even if that's excessive, because I feel like it makes my lashes feel more full. And yeah, I pulled down my waterline to really get in there. Now my eyes are super watery. Anyways, I feel like this one's really thick. I might go in afterwards and like fix that up so it's a little thinner. It's so hard being this far away from the mirror. Okay. A mascara before lashes. Although I need new mascara. This is like on its last leg. I have some new ones that I haven't even opened. I'm too lazy to go digging for where they are. And I do like to do my bottom lashes. I know some people don't. I saw somebody on TikTok the other day cutting off their bottom lashes. Everybody's so creative. You see how maybe you wouldn't want to be seeing that? And you're seeing it here anyways. I could never cut off my bottom lashes. Any more mascara. It's on its last limb. Okay. Highlighter. I use like a really thick curved brush. This highlighter is Ofra. I really like this one. I think it's super pigmented and glowy, and I find myself accidentally using too much more often than not. And like accidentally using too much. Like I feel like that's way too much. Whoops. Again, I've done it again. Those are the pieces I highlighted. I hope you caught that because I wasn't saying anything. I highlight the tip of my nose, under my brow, my cupid's bow, and cheekbones. Okay. And now lashes. I don't want to do a full set of lashes today, only because I'm driving in very sunny weather and I won't be able to see. So I'm just going to do these lashes that I cut in half a while back. So they're only this big. And I love Kiss Lash Glue. I will never stray from them. Okay. So that much glue. It's kind of a lot. I let it dry. Sometimes I put glue, if I'm doing like a full lash, I'll put glue on my lash line as well. But since it's just a little half lash, I don't feel like that's necessary. Where are my eyelash tweezers? Oh no. Oh my goodness, I can't find them. This is the worst thing to ever happen. I have so many pairs of tweezers, but I can't find the right ones. It's okay. We'll just wing it with our fingers, and I'm sure it'll turn out just fine. I'm sure it'll be perfect. Oh my gosh. Far away from the mirror. Super far away from the mirror. Why did I do this to myself? Okay. That's it. Just a little on the ends, you know? Nothing super bold. The eyes are bold enough. So I feel like that's good. And if I don't feel like it connects very well with my lashes, I will put more on my lashes. Just so it looks like more natural, more of a fan moment. I can't believe I lost those tweezers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Okay, other side. I just put like a glob of glue on each side and then sort of drag it to the middle. And then I let it dry. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lip today. I wasn't planning on doing a lip, but I don't know. I need to fix this because it's just way too thick. I'm gonna have to go in with another baby wipe and just clean it up a bit. Okay. I'm not super close to the mirror, so it's hard to see, but I'm trying to see if like I can see a gap between the end of the lash and my lash on either side. So I turn so I can see either side of the lash in my mirror. So if you don't know how to put on lashes, or if you're scared and you've never done them before, I would recommend the half lash moment because I feel like that's easier than doing a full thing, and it's just easier to fix throughout the day. You know, you only have this tiny little thing versus something covering your whole eye. So this is my mostly natural everyday face that I would do. I might add a little lip moment, but other than that, that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I enjoyed our time together. Bye.